Okay, so I have here different types of roof that I can think of. So you have here a flat roof, okay, some flat roof with slope. You can select that and you can say edit footprint, and you can see that it's a simple, flat roof from a sketch point of view. Okay, and here's another, right? So it's a simple roof, and then you have this arrow, slope arrow, and that slope arrow defines the slope. So at the height offset at the head, which is where the arrow is, it's raised at 3000. So that's what it's doing. So it's a simple flat roof with an arrow. Okay, so cancel that. If we go to the floor plan level 1, uh, you can go here, and I think level 3 is where the roof is. Okay, level 3. So you have here your wall, and what you do is you add a roof, and you do that by going to the architecture tab, and you see here the option roof by footprint. You also have other options here that we are going to look into later. So what I want you to do is go to your uh, own file, go to your own file, open your file, and so you can go to your file by clicking this button right here and go to your exercise 4. So project exercise 4. So that's your new file, and then save this as file, save as project. So this will be your username exercise 4. Options, maximum backups will be just 1, should be enough. Uh, if you want a thumbnail preview, let's say you want to see the 3D view for your thumbnail, you can select that and regenerate if view sheet is not up to date. So that's a nice option that you can select. Click OK and then save. Now here you'd like to create a wall. Let's say any wall that you have there. Okay, use a rectangle tool to create your wall. The wall will start from the first floor, let's say base offset of negative 500 up to the roof, whatever roof level you have, so high roof, and then it goes up a little further. It should go up a little further by, let's say, 1500. So your wall will go down by 500, and beyond the high roof level it will go up by 1500. Okay, so it could be any size wall. Okay, so create a wall and then hit escape twice. From here you can adjust the wall to whatever size you like. So I normally work with 10,000 by 7,000, but you can do any size. Okay, if you go to your 3D view, okay, that's your wall, and I'd like you to copy this several times for now. So that's not the exercise. The exercise will be create your own design, incorporating roofs with the ceiling, soffit, gutter. But just to learn the different types of roof, select your roof and then copy this So CO is a shortcut for copy. Uh, Using multiple, so you can copy it multiple times, and then constraining it so that it will only copy at a straight line. Okay, so constrain multiple. Yep. How to? I don't have a roof yet, just a wall. Yes, just a square rectangular wall. That's it. Okay, and now I'm just copying it. Okay, so I'm just copying it several times, so we have different options. Okay, so again, wall, select a wall, use the rectangle tool, and then create a rectangle. Once you've created the rectangle, select one side and change the dimension. You can use the dimension I'm using, or you can use your own dimension. Once you have created one, okay, make sure that you have about negative 500 base offset and 1500 top constraint. Okay, and then select and type CO for copy, or click this button, multiple constraint, and then copy it from base point to several locations. So you have this type of roof, or this several walls that we can use to create our roof. So to create a roof, so first you need to make certain that the wall is the brick wall is facing outward. So we've seen that by looking at the 3D view. So we're good. Okay. So go back and we'll start our first roof right here. Okay. To create a roof, you go to the architecture tab. There's this roof option here. So the default is roof by footprint, where you define the footprint, and each line or curve can be slope or flat. So if it's slope, you see that triangle symbol. You define a slope by checking define slopes. You can edit that after. You can create an overhang if you need to, or you can extend it to the wall core. So for this one, we're going to create a roof by picking the walls. So pick walls. Let's add an overhang of, let's say, 1000. Oops. Okay, enter. And you can easily pick a wall right here. Click. That's your slope at 30 degrees. Now, if you want a different type of slope measurement, you can always go to the Manage tab, Project Units, and under Slope, instead of degrees, if you're more accustomed to ratios, then you can also do that. Right? I think in your studio, you'll be accustomed to rise over 12 inches or over 12. Okay, so you can select that, and here for your slope, you'll get your, that's the equivalent of a 30-degree slope angle. So you can change that if you want to. Let's say instead of that number, let's say it's 9 inches. Oops. let's finish this first. So 7 by 12, 7 by 12. Okay. And go back to the modify tab and click the big green check mark. That's your slope. And like I said, you can always change this to a different slope angle. So 9 by 12. Okay. Now, the reason why my roof is cut right here is because uh, my view range, okay, from wherever I am, so first floor, my view range is cutting the roof at a certain point, which is normally 1200. So if I go to click outside and have floor plan visible here under properties, I can go to my view range under extents, click on edit, and that will be my view range. So I can go up to, let's say, level maybe 5000, apply to see the whole roof. Okay, so I should be higher than the roof, so I'm not really cutting the roof. Now if I'm at the high roof, okay, similarly I'm not seeing my roof, so I can go and edit and maybe bring this up to 5000. But if I do that, I need to also change my top primary range to the same value or higher. So the top view range should always be higher than your cut plane. The cut plane should always be higher than the bottom plane primary range, and the bottom primary range should always be higher than the view depth. So they should come in that particular order. So I can go here to 5000 as well, hit apply. I'm still not seeing my roof. Let's see. Let's go to the elevation view. Oops. Maybe north. Oh, my roof is on the first floor. Yes. So I was at the first floor when I created my roof. So I'll go to hidden line, hidden wireframe, sorry, wireframe view. There's my roof. Okay, no problem. I just need to select my roof and change that to change its association to high roof. Okay, and remember my wall is raised by 1500, so I need a base offset from this level of about 1500 as well. Or there are two things you can do. So you can play around with the height of that roof. Okay, so notice that's 1500, and then it has an overhang of 1000. That's why it's going down from the 1500, right? So that's 1500. So it's 1500 is not here. This is the overhang. Now if I go to the 3D view, I'll see my roof. Okay, so it's actually going higher than my roof. My walls are going higher. So if I go to a hidden line view or maybe wireframe, I can see that my roof is at that level. That looks okay. Otherwise, you can select the wall, one wall, highlight, and hit the tab key. So it highlights the chain of walls that is connected to that one wall. So you can select them all. And then you can say attach that wall to the roof. So attach. this wall to the roof. So it will cut off any excess and attach it to the roof. So that's the basic way of creating a roof. So let me stop this.